Welcome back to Eliances Heroes, where heroes in business align. To be part of our super community and find out more about Eliances, visit www.Eliances.com. Now, back to our super host, David Kogan, founder of Eliances.
I'm going to mark this day as the cool day at Eliances Hero Show because it's a full lineup of just cool people. I mean, we started off the show with the MTV King reality TV icon Rob Dyrdek. I mean, how cool. He's got the Dyrdek machine. We had on the CEO of the $1 billion company in ERP, Joe Cowan with Epicor. I mean, he was the CEO of JD and all these other companies, too many to keep track of. And we had the founder of a local affluent lifestyle magazine catering to the local affluent lifestyle at localaffluentlifestylemagazine.com. But it just keeps getting better. You know, many startups fail, and it's certainly not an easy road to be an entrepreneur. And I guess if it was easy, you know, everybody would be an entrepreneur. But our next hero, you know, he's built his company from an idea to some really big things going on. Hopefully he'll share with us because he's got a lot of news taking place. And, I mean, it's just amazing. We've got Matt Douglas. Now, he is the CEO of Punchbowl, and you can reach him by going to punchbowl.com. But, Matt, I want to just go right into it and have you take the thunder on it. But what's this huge news going on with your company?
Well, thanks, David, and thanks for the opportunity. I'm very excited. This has been a fantastic week. This week we announced, in conjunction with Party City, that they have become an investor in our company. And that's pretty significant news. Party City is a publicly traded company. They're the largest company by far in the celebration space with revenue around $2.5 billion and 900 stores throughout the country and a huge online presence. And we started working with them, talking with them a couple years ago, and it's culminated in a significant relationship where not only are they an investor in the company, but the president of the retail group is taking a board seat with our board. And there's also a commercial relationship where our platform is now available on partycity.com. So, you know, when you think about starting a company and you think about what kind of moments can give you the rocket fuel to take you to a different level, having a partnership with a company like Party City is just a fantastic moment for our team, our shareholders, and everybody associated and everybody who's helped Punchbowl along the way.
I mean, that's huge. And especially you said they were looking at you a few years ago and stuff. So you've really cultivated and developed that relationship. I mean, that takes a lot of work. What was the feeling like after they signed the deal? I mean, what was going through your head? The contract signed, and what are you thinking?
Well, a couple things to point out. You know, that's not unusual for a small company to take a couple years to work on a deal. So I'll give you one example before we go back to Party City. So Punchbowl is the exclusive provider of invitations featuring Disney characters online. So if you want to plan a party that's featuring any Disney character from Mickey Mouse all the way to the new Descendants franchise, the only place to do it online is Punchbowl, and we have a multi-year agreement with the Disney Consumer Products Group. That conversation took maybe 3 years in that case. And you have to be very strategic, you have to be very thoughtful, and you have to triangulate as you go along the way. So it's making relationships, you're making literally friends first, and then doing business. And in the case of Disney, got to know one of the key decision makers, let him know why we're the best. And think about it from his point of view. There was an easy choice to choose a more established brand, but when he peeled the layer off the onion and tried to look at our business and product, he saw a couple things. Number one, we have the best platform for online invitations and digital greeting cards in the world, bar none. It is the best, most sophisticated, most feature-rich technology, solid technology. So we have the best platform. And with Disney, they took a risk and said, you know what, let's work with Punchbowl and have our content exclusively available on Punchbowl. We did an initial deal with them, and they extended it for many, many years. So it's not unusual for a smaller company or a CEO, entrepreneur who's trying to get a big deal to spend many, many years in their stops and their starts. In the case of Party City, they went public. So it was an interesting road to watch them go from private to public, and of course that distracted the senior executives for a while. And it's also worth pointing out that the deal with Party City has been finalized in one form or another over the last 6 months. So we have different pieces of the puzzle. The initial agreement for the commercial relationship was actually signed last year. Of course, we waited until the entire deal was done to announce it. So as a publicly traded company, as a company with billions of dollars in revenue, I recognize and I understand that Punchbowl is small potatoes compared to some of the other big things that they're working on. But strategically, if you think about a company like Party City, they're trying to figure out digital, and we are that solution for them. And the things that we're talking to them go well beyond what we have announced this week, and you'll see some really exciting and innovative things coming from the combination of Punchbowl and Party City. Retailers that figure out digital are going to survive, and retailers that have not figured out digital or can't get their act together, you'll see them one by one fall off. And that's really the difference. You see someone like Sears who really never really figured out digital, and they're struggling.
Yep,
and a company like Best Buy shouldn't exist in an Amazon world, but they do because they've been really savvy about apps and APIs and offline and online connections. And so Party City is taking that big step with this partnership with Punchbowl, and we couldn't be more thrilled.
That's huge. And we're speaking with Matt Douglas, okay? He's the CEO of Punchbowl, and you're listening to the Eliances Hero Show with me, David Kogan. That's Eliances.com, the place where entrepreneurs align. Make sure you check out our website. We've got incredible events going on, round tables, grand tables, secret sessions, and so much more. Again, you want to be part of where entrepreneurs align, go to Eliances.com, Eliances.com. Now, Matt, before you were doing all this, didn't you work for a company called Bose? I mean, that's a pretty well-known company, major well-known company, actually. What inspired you to leave?
Time ago. That was a long time ago, David. We've been working on Punchbowl for a while.
Yeah, but what inspired you to leave?
I got my start in the software business. I actually, in high school, was looking for a part-time job. I needed to make some money, and the guidance office had a little sign, and I tore down the sign, and I called this little company. It turned out to be a small software company. So I kind of stumbled into this industry, but I found a home in technology. And I've worked for small companies. I've worked for big companies like Adobe and Bose. I actually have the distinction of being the youngest product manager in the history of Adobe. I believe that still stands, running a very, very large product there for years. But, it's been a pretty long road now where I've been an entrepreneur. And I look back on the things that I didn't understand, 8-9 years ago, and what I understand now, and how the world works, and how to, stand out. And that's one of the reasons I like doing interviews like this, to be able to share some of those things that I wish I had known back then.
In fact, Matt, if you were talking, we've got a little less than a minute left, but Matt, if you were talking to a bunch of kids on career day, what would you tell these kids about being an entrepreneur?
I help entrepreneurs and kids coming out of college who are looking for jobs all the time. And one mistake that people make, and it's so emotionally hard to do this, but you really have to take one step at a time, one day at a time, not try to make some big conclusion about what's going to happen 3 years from now. It's amazing how much you can get done if you put one foot in front of the other and you don't think about the long-term results. All you have to do is show up, be smart, work diligently, take one step in front of the other. And it's, I'm very self-aware that having an interview like this wouldn't have happened 8 or 9 years ago. So how do we get from where we are now to a major partnership with a Fortune 500 company, publicly traded company? It's no secret. It's literally taking it one little step at a time. Wake up every morning and say, what little thing can I do today to make a progress that will lead somewhere long term? Don't worry about what long term means and what's going to happen. Make progress every day, whether it's connecting with people, whether it's writing, whether it's putting together slides that talk about your vision. Make a little progress every day, and you can do an amazing amount in your career.
Well, Matt, you certainly know how to do one step at a time. You're a go-getter, and a partnership now with one of the largest retailers of party goods. Is there anything better? Matt Douglas, your hero. Punchbowl.com. Go to punchbowl.com. And this is David Kogan with Eliances. And thank you to our famous producer. Also, you can reach her at loopydocs.com for all your editing needs. David Kogan with Eliances.
You have been listening to Eliances Heroes, where heroes in business align. Eliances is the destination for entrepreneurs, investors, CEOs, inventors, leaders, celebrities, and startups. To present your superpower, visit www.eliances.com.